College and sponsored by our friends at Visit Jacksonville and the Beaches. Prior to the second semifinal, would you please join me in a word of prayer, and that'll be followed by the singing of our national anthem. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to play basketball. It's a game we love, and we thank you for allowing us to do so. We ask that you provide special care over the players and the officials, keeping them all free from injury. And we just look forward to having everything that we do and say in the game today be honoring and glorifying to you. And we lift that all up in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. To honor America with the singing of our national anthem, Selena Perez. Representing Appalachian Bible College out of Mount Hope, West Virginia, are coached by Zachary Reinhardt and is assisted by Phoebe Reinhardt. This is their starting lineup. At guard, a 5'10 sophomore out of Geigertown, Pennsylvania, number 2, Anna Poet. Also at guard, a 5'3 sophomore out of Charlestown, West Virginia, number 11, Nicole Papa. A 6'1 senior forward out of Orange City, Florida, number 23, Sarah Malolas. At forward, a 5'7 junior from Spencerville, Ohio, number 44, Allison Boucher. And at forward, a 5'10 junior from Spencerville, Ohio, number 45, Audrey Boucher. And now, this is the starting lineup for your Trinity Baptist Lady Eagles. Their head coach in her 7th season is Judy Allen. She's assisted by Alicia Lewis and Juliana Calise. At guard, a 5'6 junior out of Jacksonville, number 4, Jayla Green. At guard, a 5'5 senior from Mountain Coast, Florida, number 10, Selena Perez. At guard, a 5'6 junior out of Jacksonville, number 23, Michelle Jones. At forward, a 5'5 senior from Polk County, Florida, number 32, Melanie Newton. And a 5'9 sophomore forward from Beirut, Lebanon, number 35, Osman Tabak. Your officials for today's game, Alan Holden, Mark Ellard, and Jeline Cyrus.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game 4 overall in the 2021 Bible College National Invitational Basketball Tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Trinity Baptist College, a host school, the #1 seed in both the men's and the women's circuit. And the Lady Eagles are now playing host to the Warriors from Appalachian Bible College. And the winner of this game will take on Southeastern Baptist College for the Bible College NIT National Championship tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I'm Ray Bureau, Dean Bureau, our cameraman, as always, here at TBC Eagles Athletics. And already Miss Queen Jewel letting us know she's watching us here on the live feed. Jayla Green, Selena Perez, Michelle Jones, Melanie Newton, and Oceana Tobic will start things off for the Eagles. Anna Poet, Nicole Buchik, Sarah Palilis, and Allison Bauscher and Audrey Bauscher will get things started for the Warriors, who win the opening tip-off. Eagles are 6-6 on the regular season and 5-3 in the NCCAA South Region Division II. At this point, the #2 seed in the upcoming conference tournament, behind only Pensacola Christian College. Warriors, no wins and 6 losses on the season. They've had some games canceled, so they haven't been able to get all the reps that teams at this point normally would have. That shot goes up off the rim and out of bounds, so the Warriors will have a chance to get on the board first. Ball game just underway. We started on time as this one goes out of bounds off of Buchik and gives the ball back to the TBC Eagles, who are averaging 64 points a game while allowing 66. TBC is shooting 35% from the field, 24% from three-point range, and 60% from the free throw line, led by head coach Judy Allen in her 7th season, assisted by Alicia Lewis, Jared Lewis, and Juliana Calise. Head coach of the Warriors, Mr. Zachary Reinhart, assisted by his wife Phoebe Reinhart, and the athletic director of Appalachian Bible College is Mr. Tim Barton. John D. Jones is the AD here at Trinity Baptist College. Taba goes up and lays it in. She averages 7.4 points per game, and she gets the Eagles on the board first, 2-0 Trinity Baptist College. 4th game of the day, first one that Trinity Baptist has played. The gentlemen are also the #1 seed and will play tomorrow night at 7. Jayla Green takes the feed from Perez and goes up for the layup and draws the foul.
Lady Warriors personal fouls on number 44, Allison Bauscher, first in the game.
As we've heard here in the gymnasium all afternoon, that's the voice of Mr. David Jones, the former voice of the Johnson University of Florida Suns and Clearwater Christian College as well, among other professional announcing jobs that great gentleman has had. Jayla Green hits the first free throw. She averages 18.7 points per game and shooting 75% on the season, 33 for 44. Add 2 more, and it's 4-0 Trinity Baptist leads. Tobic got it started with a layup. Green with a couple of free throws. Only a minute and a half in. Pull up a chair. A lot of basketball still left to play tonight. And Tobic with the rejection finds Melanie Newton, who had herself a 29-point game last weekend against Toccoa Falls College. Perez for 3. That's good, and it's Selena Perez who holds the Trinity Baptist College basketball, men and women combined, single-game record of 8 3-point conversions in one game, and she's on the board with her 3 here tonight. 7-0 Trinity Baptist. 7:52 and counting left in the first quarter, and a beautiful pass inside. And Audrey Bauscher lays that one in. I believe that was Allison Bauscher with the assist. Perez, another 3-point attempt, no good. Newton with the rebound off the floor, and Trinity Baptist maintains possession. There's Michelle Jones for 3, a little bit wide to the right. Newton with the rebound, gets around her defender, but could not convert the second chance, and the Warriors will have possession. 7-2, Trinity Baptist leads, 7:18 left to go in the first quarter. We get opportunities, we'll tell you all the action and the results of the 3 games we've already had today. Of course, we know that Southeastern Baptist has already won. The Chargers defeated Toccoa Falls a little while ago. That was our first game of the day, and Perez takes the feed and goes all the way in for the layup. 5 points for the senior, Selena Perez. They'll have one more home game tomorrow night. The three seniors, Perez, Jayla Green, and Melanie Newton. That'll be tomorrow, hopefully in the Bible College NIT Championship game. That one misses everything and goes out of bounds. First game of the day was in the women's bracket. Southeastern Baptist defeated Toccoa Fall College 73-60. Jayla Green 4-3, no good, and a nice rebound by Sarah Palilis. Hopefully I'm saying that name correctly. A 25-point outburst for Kadrina. Trying to remember that young lady's last name. Put up 25 points for Southeastern Baptist. Kadrina Nolan, 25 points to lead the Chargers in their win. So they'll play in the title game tomorrow at what we're hoping is against Trinity Baptist. Of course, I'm a TBC Eagle myself as Jayla Green misses off the rim from three-point range. And a rebound off the floor by Newton, but then Poet able to come up with possession. That one goes out of bounds, though, and it will go over to the Warriors. In the men's bracket, we had two games. Southeastern Baptist defeated Appalachian Bible College 106-73. 10 different Chargers scored points. But Jacob Tincher of Appalachian put 24 on the board to lead everybody. Here is Perez, 4-3 off the rim. And rebounded by Kara Schultz. Loose ball now picked up by Appalachian's Allison Bauscher. So we've had a lot of action already today. The game that just ended a moment ago, as we see Bauscher, Allison Bauscher that is, with her first score. There's an Allison Bauscher and an Audrey Bauscher, and it's 9-4 Trinity Baptist. Final score between the men from Toccoa Falls College defeating Blue Lights College. That score was 78-49. Michelle Jones high off the rim, rebound Newton. Newton inside the paint will draw the foul and shoot two, and there were two Warriors. We'll see who gets called for the foul. That will be Kara Schultz. It's her first and team foul number 2. So Melanie Newton at the line, and she is a terrific free throw shooter. She's at 72% on the season. Both Green and Newton missed most of the first half of the season. Got in just before Christmas vacation and both put up big points down at Warner University, a Sun Conference powerhouse of the NAIA. Newton hits her first. She's on the board. She averages 11.4 points per game played. And free throw number 2 bounces around and does not drop in, and it's rebounded by Anna Meissner. Kenny Anderson had 17 for Blue Lights. Jeremiah Baker had 12, and we have our first timeout called by the Trinity Baptist Eagles. Head coach Judy Allen. 30-second timeout, or check that, called by the Warriors. 30-second variety. 10-4 in favor of Trinity Baptist. We got a gentleman saying hello right down in front. How you doing there, young man? Having fun here at the ball game? All right, what team you going for? You're an Eagles fan? All right, come give me a fist bump there, young fella. Glad to see the youngsters out here in the gymnasium cheering on the TBC Eagles, who lead 10-4. Cameron Dismuke was player of the game in that men's game between Toccoa and Blue Lights. 22 points, and C.J. Mitchell for Toccoa had 13 to help lead the Screaming Eagles to that victory. It's going to be Toccoa against Trinity Baptist in the men's circuit tomorrow night at 7. And we're going to have a first foul called against the TBC Eagles. I believe that was Selena Perez, if I caught that correctly. That is correct. And the first for the Trinity Baptist Eagles. 4:35 left in the first. TBC 10, Appalachian 4. Trapped in the corner, but a bounce pass to the top of the arc to Bauscher. Bounce pass to the outside, and a three-point shot just off the rim, and Perez might have gotten a fingertip on that one, and it sails out of bounds past the TBC bench. Last touched by Appalachian, however. 4:21 left to go in the first quarter. Allison Boucher and Audrey Boucher, both juniors from Spencerville, Ohio. I'm assuming they are sisters. Very good family resemblance among them, and they're both from Spencerville, Ohio. Allison is 5'7", Audrey at 5'10". Here comes Audrey Boucher back onto the court. Michelle Jones will inbound for Trinity. Perez wide open from the corner. Don't give her that opportunity, because that's exactly what she will do with it. Selena Perez, that's her specialty, shooting from long range. That is her 16th of the season, counting 2 tonight. And the turnover will give it back to the Eagles, who lead 13-4. Perez got that big 8 three-pointer game 1 year ago. I think it was against Johnson University of Florida, if I remember correctly. Now, going by my memory, that's probably not the best idea. And there's another one, but this one's going to be wide to the left. And Michelle Jones for 3, off the rim, rebound Newton. She moves her way inside. That's one of her specialties. Layup, though, does not go, and a foul. I believe that's Moesha Jones with her first. That is the correct call. Team foul number 2. Each team has committed 2 fouls. Becky Szymanski on the court for Appalachian, Coach Zachary Reinhardt. Szymanski wears number 10. She sets up in the left corner on the other end of the court. 3.5 left to go in the first period. TBC 13, Appalachian 4. Perez knocks that one away. Green picks it up, going 1-on-2, and a whistle at midcourt. That's going to be a foul against the Warriors, and it goes to Nicole Bouchik, or Bouchik, hopefully saying that correctly. Of course, this is my 4th game in a row, and the voice does tend to get a little bit tired. We do have the 3-point and slam dunk competitions following this ball game, and what we plan to do is end the feed and start a new one and bring you that one, barring any technical errors. Eagles have the possession arrow, so on the jump ball, they will inbound and get a fresh 20 seconds. Perez again, wide open from the corner. 3-pointer a little short this time, and a great rebound by Paulius. Perez with the steal and the layup. And Selena Perez already with 10 points, 10 of the 15 put on the board by the Eagles. 2:42 and counting in the first quarter. 15-4, Trinity Baptist leads. And we have a whistle and a traveling violation called on Appalachian. That'll give it right back to the Eagles. Allison Boucher now onto the court. Kara Schultz will head off. Allison Boucher is a leading scorer at 11.5 points per game. For Trinity Baptist, Jayla Green leads with 18.7, followed by Trinity Sneed with 11.6 and Melanie Newton with 11.4. Overlooked Justine Verdreen, though, 12.1, so she's second on the TBC Eagles. Ball knocked away, picked up by Bouchik. She's going 1-on-1, and Michelle Jones doing the right thing, not picking up the unnecessary foul. Rebound, and Jayla Green takes this one up court, slows things down, allows her teammates to get into position. Green inside to Moesha Jones. That one was swatted away, and a blocked shot credited to Sarah Paulius. 1:46 left in the first. Eagles lead by 11, 15-4. Selena Perez with 10. Michelle Jones with the rebound. 1.5 left to go in the first quarter. Minute 20 left. Moesha Jones finds Michelle Jones. Work it around to Tobik for 3. She doesn't take very many threes. She's more of an inside player. Trinity Sneed with the rebound. Jones off the glass, does not go. Second chance, no good, but Moesha Gomes keeps this one in bounds. Finds Tabak, who runs the baseline, feeds Sneed, who had a little trouble holding on, but they hold possession and a whistle.
There's a 3-second violation.
3-second violation called against Trinity Sneed. That will turn the ball over to Appalachian. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Trinity 15, Appalachian 4. Tabak on the defense. And then a block shot. Jayla Green works her way up the court for Trinity Baptist. Goes up the left side of the lane and gets the layup off the glass. First field goal for Jayla Green. 4 total points and a 17-4 lead for the Eagles. 24 seconds left to go in the first quarter. That one goes out of bounds, and Trinity Baptist will inbound. Ignore the shot clock. We have 20 seconds left. Jones directing traffic. TBC will play for the final shot. 7 seconds. Tabak outside the arc, gets around one defender, goes through 2 more, and will draw the foul. Tabak hit the floor hard, but she will shoot 2 free throws. And I believe that would be Allison Boucher with the call, if I saw that correctly.
Lady Warriors personal fouls on number 44, Allison Boucher.
That is a correct call. It's her second, and Tabak at the line for the first time tonight.
2 shots.
From the line, Tabak at 49%, 19 out of 39. First of 2 is good. Got the bounce and drops it in, giving her 3 first quarter points pending the second free throw. That one goes in and out, rebounded by Audrey Boucher right at the buzzer, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter with the score: Trinity Baptist 18, Appalachian 4. Selena Perez with 10 points. Well, so far what we have for tomorrow: Southeastern Baptist women awaits the winner of this game and will play for the championship tomorrow night at 7 p.m. The loser of this game will take on Toccoa Falls at 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. In the men's bracket, Trinity Baptist did not play tonight. They were the top seed with the bye. They're going to play Toccoa Falls College at 5 p.m., assuming the earlier games end on time. Those 2 teams have played 2 very good ball games, very tight, exciting ones throughout the regular season. Trinity Baptist has won both of those, but neither one was easy. Southeastern Baptist will take on the number 2 seed Trinity College of Florida, who also had a bye tonight. The Chargers are the 3rd seed. Those are the 2 men's semifinals. And, of course, the 2 winners will play tomorrow night at 3, or tomorrow afternoon at 3 for the title. So that's what we're looking at tomorrow. Oh, one other game. That's on Saturday, the 3rd place games and the 5th place games. So those are your 4 games we're looking at tomorrow. All the action, once again, starts at 11, or it's been a long day and I'm tired. 1 p.m. tomorrow. Saturday's action begins at 11 a.m. We're going to bring all the games here on TBC Eagles on YouTube, regardless of who plays when.
It'll be Warriors basketball.
Start of the second quarter. Warriors have possession. They will inbound to get things underway. Moesha Jones with the steal. Vadrine up court, but the pass is knocked away, and those bleachers that were just put there for this tournament almost came into play as Jones hit the floor hard and was able to avoid running into those bleachers. Out of bounds goes to the Warriors. What I like about this tournament, the consolation games guarantee each team 2 games, and teams that keep winning might play 3. That's a long way to come for a couple of these teams to be a one and done, so we're glad that they're able to do the consolation games as well. And this one goes out of bounds off Verdream, so Appalachian will inbound with 16 seconds on the shot clock. 9:29 left to go in the second quarter. That pass gets away from Boucher. Tobic picks it up. And Verdreen all alone and misses the layup. Missed opportunity for her and the Eagles. Rebounded by Buchik. Boucher at the top of the arc. That is Allison wearing number 44. Three-point shot off the rim. And Verdreen picks this one up off the floor. Has Tobic to her right. Finds Tobic. Bounce pass inside. Moesha Jones, no, but somebody got a hand on that. I think that was Audrey Boucher with the block. 18-4. Trinity Baptist leads 8:42 in the second quarter. And that one's out of bounds. Boucher will lose her footing, but she's all right. Good sportsmanship by Moesha Jones. Last thing we want to see is anybody get hurt. These games do count on the regular season records. Eagles are 6-6. They've played some really tough competition in the NAIA and in the South Region. That South Region this year, very, very competitive.
Carter Schultz and Jessica Poor enter the Warriors lineup.
Jessica Poor back onto the court for Appalachian. Bounce pass to Boucher at the top of the arc, guarded by Jones, and Jones will be called for the foul. That is number 1 on Michelle Jones.
Eagles personal fouls on Michelle Jones. Reversed.
And team foul number 4. I missed somebody. I have 3 for Trinity, but there are 4 on the scoreboard, and we trust what's going on over there at the scorer's table. 8:31 left in the second quarter. 18 for Trinity, 4 for the Warriors, and officials now heading over to the scorer's table. They're going to check on the score or something on the board as they're looking over at the big scoreboard to the right side of the court. Oh, it's the fouls were not reset, so now we're going to see how many team fouls that is. I have Trinity at 3 total fouls, and I believe that's the first one of the period. Number 2 in the second quarter for Trinity Baptist. Okay, 8:30 left to go until halftime. Hey, they've been working hard all day, too. 3-second violation called against Appalachian. Or check that. Yes, it will be Eagles basketball. I'll tell you, 4 games in a row. Hey, you know what? I teach for a living. I'm talking all day long, so this is nothing. This is a whole lot of fun, too, as Melanie Newton takes the pass from Tobic and does a beautiful move for the basket. Her first field goal, 3 total points, and a 24 lead for Trinity Baptist. A 16-point margin at 20-4. And we're going to have a foul. No, a 3-second violation called against the Warriors. I was watching the ball. I saw contact and thought there was going to be a foul, but the 3-second violation happened first. 20-4, Eagles lead. Verdreen loses control of the ball, so it goes out of bounds over to the Warriors. Substitution for Trinity Baptist. Jayla Green heading back onto the court.
Eagles substitution number 4.
Verdreen will head off. 7:42 left in the second quarter. And the Warriors inbound. Trinity Baptist looking to repeat as the Bible College NIT National Champions. They won it all 2 years ago. We're looking like they had a chance at repeating last year. Of course, we know that didn't happen, so TBC looking to do it again in 2021, and we have a foul underneath the basket. That goes against Trinity Sneed of the Eagles, her first. Team foul number 3. And Warriors will inbound. Assistant coach Juliana Calise joined us earlier today. She helped work the camera and gave us a lot of commentary in the other women's semifinal between Southeastern Baptist and Toccoa Falls. Allison Boucher with a really nice shot. That's her second score, and it's 20-6. Tabak inside the paint, reverses hands, misses the jump shot, but tracks down the rebound off the floor. And the official's going to put the shot clock at 19 seconds as 3 Warriors come onto the court. Audrey Boucher, Nicole Buchik.
The Eagles take timeout.
And wearing number 25, Anna Meisner, as Trinity Baptist calls a timeout with 6:45 left in the second period, a 30-second timeout. Each team has used one 30-second timeout. Eagles softball tomorrow has been called off due to the incoming rain. They were supposed to play Columbia International University and Thomas University. Those two schools will also play each other on Saturday while they're in town. They were going to do that today, so similar to what volleyball does, a lot of tri-match scheduled. Tomorrow's games will not happen, but Saturday's games right now are still scheduled as planned, with TBC taking on Columbia International Saturday at 11 a.m. and Thomas University at 3. And in between, Columbia will play Thomas, assuming no more cancellations. Tabak 4-3 off the rim, over near the corner, and tracked down by Kara Schultz. 6:24 left to go until halftime. Selena Perez ready to check in for Trinity at the next opportunity, as we're going to have a jump ball. Jayla Green gets hands on the ball along with Nicole Buchik. Warriors keep possession with 17 seconds on the clock, and here comes Perez in for Oceana Tabak. Nicole Buchik, we called her name a number of times. She is a sophomore from Charlestown, West Virginia. Offensive foul against Appalachian. Oh, not a foul, just a turnover, my mistake. Sneed takes the pass from Perez, finds Michelle Jones, fires off the 3, a little too strong, and a rebound by Allison Boucher. Under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Sneed in on Allison Boucher and a whistle. Trinity Sneed called for the reach around, and that's her second. It's team foul number 4, so after inbound, Appalachian will be in the bonus the rest of the quarter. Anna Poet ready to check back in, and here she comes along with Trinity's Oceana Tabak. Poet, a sophomore from Geigertown, Pennsylvania. Appalachian Bible College from Mount Hope, West Virginia, made a long trip down here to Jacksonville. Of course, we wish them and all of our players a very safe trip back home. Nice rebound by Poet. Second chance, no, and Tabak pulls it down for TBC. 5.5 left in the second quarter. Perez hits Green, and Green had to regroup as that Perez was almost out of her reach. And Green gets the layup, giving her 6 points. And the Eagles lead 22-6. Perez with the assist. Coming up on the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Many of the players on the other teams have gone back to their hotel so they can rest up for tomorrow's competition. This was a loud, proud crowd here at Trinity Gymnasium all day long. Of course, we're going to start again at 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, and Saturday we start at 11. And again, every game right here on TBC Eagles. Foul underneath the basket. Selena Perez. That's her second, and Appalachian will shoot 2. Audrey Boucher at the line for the Warriors. First free throw a little bit too strong. Boucher missed her first. Here comes number 2. This one also a little too strong. Rebounded, though, by Allison Boucher, but a blocked shot and a pickup by TBC. Verdreen takes the pass from Jones. Layup does not go. And a rebound by Audrey Boucher. Now, we're using a different stats program than normal to make it easy for our scoreboard keepers and keep it consistent all throughout this tournament. So I don't have the in-game box score available. What they're using is not online like we normally have here at TBC. Again, with this many games all in one stretch, the one we're using is a lot easier to use. As we're going to have a shot clock violation. The ball did not hit the rim, so Trinity Baptist will inbound with 4:18 left in the second quarter. Reese Johnson is our official scorekeeper. His spotter is Markel Perry, TBC graduate and former men's basketball player under Coach Jones. Yasmin Brown running the scoreboard along with some help. A couple of players, one student I don't know, the other is Hakeem Bethelmi, helping out with the spotting and scorebook activities. That shot does not fall, and they have done a terrific job all afternoon. It's not easy with the fast-paced action we've had here today to keep up with everything. Jayla Green with the steal. Finds Newton, and she backs it up to Michelle Jones. Now, you hear my voice, and you see Dean's camera work, but there are a whole lot of people involved, and even with a small college like Trinity Baptist, it takes a good number of people to bring you a good quality game. Josh Jackson is our game day coordinator. He is terrific at getting the right people on the right jobs. Green for 3, it's good. 9 points for Jayla Green, and Trinity leads 25-6. Boucher's shot a little wide left, out of bounds, and it will be Eagles ball. No, it'll be, yes, Eagles ball it is. Szymanski and Palilis back onto the court for Appalachian. Sarah Palelis. Where's number 23? Becky Szymanski, number 10 for the Warriors. Green for 3. It's good. That one kind of spun around a little bit before dropping in. And Green has surpassed Perez for the game high with 12 points. Perez got all 10 of those in the first quarter. A couple of threes for Selena as well. That one spun around and came out, and Eagles pick up the rebound. 2:22 left to go until the intermission. 28-6 in favor of TBC. Newton, left side of the paint, finds Jones and worked inside to Green. Turnaround jumper, no. She gets a second chance at it and puts this one in. She now has 14, and her average is 18.7, so she's only 5 points away from surpassing that. She's topped 20 points most of the games she's played in this year. The season high for one game, Melanie Newton got 29 last week against Toccoa Falls. Anna Meissner back onto the court, and Kara Schultz will head off. $1:45 left until halftime. Eagles lead it 30-6. Jones thought about that 3. Instead, she works it back to Green outside the arc, and Green takes the 3, no. Jones again sized it up, but then dished it off, and Jones will find the open player. She's a very team-oriented player. Takes that shot, doesn't go. We said that many times about Michelle Jones. She'll score if necessary and given the opportunity, but she is a very selfless player, always looking for the open player. She works the ball around the court very well and plays excellent defense as well. Under a minute to go until halftime. Verdreen bounce pass to Newton, underneath, contact and a foul. That will be on the floor, so no shots. And it's called on Sarah Palelis.
Her first, a non-shooting foul.
It's only the first foul of the quarter for Appalachian, as we're about 50 seconds until halftime. That's Verdreen, a two-point shot, a little strong, and rebounded by Audrey Boucher. Allison Boucher takes the pass at midcourt. Almost came across and then back, but the ball stayed in the backcourt, and that's what counts. Ball was tipped, so still in play for Buchik. Three-pointer for Boucher off the rim. Jayla Green with the steal. One to beat. She takes it to the hole and gets the layup, and Jayla Green has 16. Only a few seconds away from halftime. 10 seconds on the clock. And Appalachian will look for the last shot of the first half. 2 seconds left. And Jones backs this one away from Audrey Boucher. So that brings us to the end of the first half with the score Trinity Baptist 32, Appalachian 6. Jayla Green leads with 16, and when we come back just before the third quarter begins, we'll total all the points for you. We're going to pause right here now on TBC Eagles. We'll be back. Stay with us. welcome back to Trinity Gymnasium, the women's semifinal of the 2019 Bible College National Invitational Basketball Tournament. Trinity Baptist leads 32-6. Jayla Green has 16 points, Selena Perez 10, Melanie Newton and Oceana Tabak each with 3. They've both hit a deuce and a free throw. Green has hit 2 3-pointers, as has Perez. Trinity Sneed, Selena Perez, Moesha Jones, and Michelle Jones have each committed fouls. Sneed and Perez 2. Jones and Jones 1. For Appalachian, Allison Bauscher has 4 points and Audrey Bauscher has 2. Allison also has 2 fouls and 1 each from Nicole Buchik, Kara Schultz, and Sarah Palelis. And you're up to date now in case you missed anything in the first half. The winner of this game will take on Southeastern Baptist tomorrow night at 7 for the Women's Bible College NIT National Championship. The loser of this game will play Toccoa Falls at 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon in the consolation game. In the men's bracket, Trinity Baptist had a bye tonight. The Eagles will take on Toccoa Falls at 5 p.m. That follows Southeastern Baptist, the number 3 seed, against number 2 Trinity College of Florida. The Tigers also had a bye tonight. Toccoa Falls is the number 4 seed. And, of course, the winner of those 2 games will play Saturday at 3 p.m. for the men's national championship. Third place game will be Saturday at 1 p.m. and the 5th place game starts off Saturday's action at 11 a.m. Appalachian and Blue Lights will be playing in that game, and we'll know after tomorrow night who's going to play in the 3rd place game. Third quarter is about to begin, and I hope I have enough voice left to take us through the final 20 minutes of action here tonight. We had Mike Davis of Southeastern Baptist on with us during the men's game a little while ago. He's the play-by-play voice of the Chargers and helped me out quite a bit doing some play-by-play as well as commentary. And the Eagles will inbound to get things going here in the second half. Dean Bureau, my cameraman, my son, a junior at the University of North Florida. Perez takes the inbound pass and finds Vidrine. Jayla Green to Perez, a 3-point shot. It's good, and Selena Perez has 13, and I believe that is her season high. That's her 3rd 3-pointer of the night, and it's 35-6. 3-point shot from Schultz, and she goes in from the side, and Schultz on the board. And the Warriors get those 3 points right back. Kara Schultz with a terrific shot from the side. That ball, nothing but net. Vidrine, the right side of the lane, turnaround jumper, no, and rebounded by Sarah Palelis. Of course, we also want to thank David Jones. He's the man you hear over the microphone in the gymnasium. He's a professional announcer, used to do a lot of radio, and was the former voice of Clearwater Christian and Johnson University of Florida. That one is out of bounds, off the hands of Schultz, and TBC will take possession. 8:53 left in the third quarter. Clock ticking at 8:39. Bounce pass to Vidrine. Almost lost control, but held on. Jones to Green to Vidrine. 3-point shot off the rim. And Perez picks it up off the floor. Her pass, however, knocked away, but it will be Eagles' ball with 17 on the shot clock. Mentioned Michelle Jones quite a bit. She's a junior.
Substitution number 25.
Another season right here for Coach Judy Allen. Eagles with their biggest senior class in quite some time. 3 seniors out of 8 players, and Selena Perez has hit her 4th, and she has tied Green with 16 points. Boucher pump fake, goes inside, gets off the shot a little too strong. Michelle Jones picks this one up off the floor. Under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. 38-9 is our score with Trinity Baptist leading. That's Verdreen with the layup. That one off the glass. And Verdreen's having a little trouble shooting tonight. Usually that is money for her, but everyone's going to have a rough game at one point. Verdreen, one of the big reasons why Trinity Baptist has had such a successful season, especially in the South region. Trinity Baptist is 5-3 in the South region. 2 of those losses to perennial national contender Pensacola Christian. Otherwise, we're looking at a 5-1 record against other South region opponents. Green, 4-3 from the side, off the rim. Perez with the rebound, and she quickly gets it outside and gets the ball right back. Jones to Sneed. Jumper a little too strong, but she gets her own rebound, and Perez again wide open for 3.
Three-point field goal, Selena Perez.
She is only 3 away from tying her own TBC record. She has 5 3-pointers. The record is 8. See if she gets other opportunities to come closer or possibly tie it. And traveling called against Kara Schultz. And the shaking you see on your screen, fans getting excited in the bleachers. And that's the reason. Otherwise, everything's good. And the picture quality has been fantastic all throughout the day from what I can see on my own Chromebook. 41-9, Trinity Baptist ahead. Tobic takes the pass from Jones up the left side of the paint and back outside the arc. Sneed takes the bounce pass from Green, does not get the shot to fall. Allison Boucher beats Tobic up the right side of the lane, and the layup no good, however. And Trinity Sneed with the rebound. Hey, when this is over, we're going to end the feed, but start a new one and let you see the 3-point and slam dunk competition that's going to follow. Then we'll be back here at 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Tobic, a little too strong and off the back of the rim, and a whistle. And the turnover will give it back over to the Eagles with 5:51 left to play in the third quarter. 2 new Warriors onto the court. Sarah Palelis, Becky Szymanski. Oh, my mistake, Jessica Poor. I thought I saw a 23. That's a 22. Come on. 23 is Palelis. She's already on the court. Jones thought about that 3. Like we said earlier, she'd rather find the open player, and Green with the jumper off the front of the rim. Now again, don't take Jones for granted. If you give her the opportunity, she'll put points on the board. She's topped 20 points a few times in her career. Boucher with the rebound from Boucher with the shot, and Allison ends up with the score. She has 6. 41-11. 5:12 left in the third. Green 4-3 off the rim. And Green is able to pick this one up off the floor. Sneed, 2-point effort off the rim. Tobic going back up and gets this one to roll in. And Oceana Tobic with the first score of the second half. 5 total points. The sophomore from Beirut, Lebanon. First season at Trinity Baptist College, and she's been very impressive. Early in the season when Green and Newton missed time, Tobic and Trinity Sneed were the main point scorers. Tobic, a very good role player, plays good defense. And this one goes up to Green with the easy wide open layup, and Green, 1 basket away from 20 points. She has had 20 points more times than not in her 11 games played. Now at 18, so 1 basket away as the Warriors call a timeout with 4:15 left in the third quarter, and the Eagles leading 45-11.
Eagles lineup number 20, Alicia Jones. And for the
Moesha Jones and Nicole Bushik will come check in as the young ladies head back to the court. We're going to pause here and be right back in just a minute on TBC Eagles. .4:15 left in the third. The Warriors will inbound at midcourt. Newton picks this one up, finds Green one-on-one. The layup is good, and Jayla Green has hit 20 points. And she still has a quarter plus to go. We're at 3:55 and counting, a little closer to 3:50 now. Selena Perez has 19 for the Eagles. Almost batted away, but kept under control by the Warriors, and this one is swatted out of bounds by Melanie Newton. 9 seconds on the shot clock for the Warriors. Five seconds to shoot. Palelis finds Boucher, and it's good. Allison Boucher, the leading scorer at 11.5, has 8 and closing in on her season average and looking to surpass that here tonight. She still has a quarter plus 320 to do so. Jones couldn't hold on, and it's grabbed. Bushik one-on-one with Michelle Jones, and Michelle will be called for the foul. Number 2 on Michelle Jones, and it will send Nicole Bushik to the line for 2.
It'll be Nicole Bushik shooting 2.
Only 2 free throw attempts for Bushik. And again, they've played only 6 games. They had a lot of games canceled, and tough luck on that one as it spins around and comes out. And it's tough to get in a rhythm when you have games canceled and don't get the repetitions necessary for a playoff tournament. That one does get the bounce, and Bushik is on the board. 47-14, Trinity Baptist leads Newton 4-3, too strong. Rebound Jones and put back in, and a foul. First basket for Moesha Jones.
Warriors personal fouls on Jessica Porter first.
Jessica Poore charged with her first personal foul, and Moesha Jones has a chance at a 3-point play. And this one is good. Moesha Jones at the line, not many opportunities, just 1 for 2, now 2 for 3 as Justine Verdreen comes in. Trinity shoots 60% from the line, led mainly by Jayla Green and Melanie Newton. Both of them are well over 70%. Sneed with the steal. 50-14 in favor of the Eagles. 2:46 and counting left to go in third quarter. Newton finds Sneed underneath, and traveling called against Trinity Sneed. Trinity is also a soccer player. She was last year's goalkeeper for Trinity Baptist women's soccer. Unable to play this past season, but Kaya Rice took over in goal and did a fantastic job for the Lady Eagles on the soccer field. Trinity Sneed, a very good goalkeeper herself. She's a sophomore. Has a couple more years, hopefully both of them here at TBC. 7 seconds to shoot. Pass inside. Jones knocks it away. Newton grabs it. Coming up on the 2-minute mark of the third quarter, Sneed takes the pass from Newton and lays it in off the glass. And the first basket of the night for Trinity Sneed, who averages 11.6. I believe she's had a 20-point game early in the season as well. In fact, she and Justine Verdreen, along with Tabak, were the big scorers in the first semester of play. Verdreen, one-on-one, and gets the layup, and that is her first score of the night. 1:33 left in the third quarter, 54-14 in favor of the Eagles. Traveling violation called on Allison Boucher. That'll turn it over, the minute 19 left.
Carter Schultz on Meissner. Re-enter for the Warriors.
Schultz and Meissner back on for Appalachian. Clock running at $1:15 in quarter number 3. Jones finds Moesha Jones inside, and Moesha, who is left-handed, puts that lefty layup off the glass. She now has 5. Moesha is an assistant coach of the softball team this season, a student assistant. Unable to participate swinging a bat, but she is able to play basketball, and she looks to get back on the softball field as well next season. 56-14, 30 seconds left. Trinity Sneed gets the ball to roll around and drop in for her second score of the night. 23 seconds left in the quarter. We still have 10 minutes left as we start the fourth quarter in just a bit. It's been a really fun and exciting day here on the hardwood of Trinity Baptist College. Now, this tournament was originally scheduled up north, I believe, at Appalachian, if I'm remembering correctly, but due to current situations, it got moved down here to Jacksonville mid-season. So we go to the end of the third quarter with the Eagles leading 58-14, and of course, we were very happy to take on these games and bring them to you on TBC Eagles. 26-point third quarter for the Eagles. We'll pause here and be ready for the final 10 minutes in just a minute. Final quarter of the night, getting ready to begin. The Warriors will inbound, and when I say of the night, I mean a whole lot of action here on the basketball court. Anna Poet, where's number 2? She's back onto the court for the Warriors, and that pass got behind the intended target, and Sneed with the interception. Perez still over on the sideline. She has hit 5 3-pointers, and I'd like to see her get a chance to see if she can get her own record as Justine Verdreen buries a 3.
Field goal, Justine Verdreen.
She now has 5. Appalachian with possession and a three-point shot, and rebounded by Michelle Jones. Vadrine runs the baseline and makes contact with Palelis, who will be called for the foul.
Warrior personal foul is on number 23, Sarah Palelis, her second.
And Palelis, it took me a while to get her name correct. I probably said it 4 or 5 different ways, and thanks to David Jones over there straightening me out.
Re-entering the Warrior lineup.
Sorry about that, Sarah, but we got it right. 8:59 left. Sneed takes the pass and gets the short jumper. She now has 6. And Eagles with the big lead can start to work down the clock. Really nice pass inside to Audrey Bauscher, and she converts, giving herself 4 points. Eagles' biggest point total this season has been 74, and they're on their way to surpassing that as we have Trinity Sneed with another basket, giving herself 8 points. 65-16, Eagles lead. Knocked down by Jones, and she picks this one up off the floor. Long pass up the court to Vadrine, and a foul. That's going against Anna Poet. That will be her first.
Warriors personal fouls on number 2, Anna
And it
Poet.
looks like Vadrine will shoot 2.
For the Eagles.
Now, I know I've said this in previous games, but Vadrine, you look at her free throw percentage, it doesn't look impressive at 41%, but if you consider first half of play, second half of play regarding the season, she is much closer to 70% in the second half of play. She has really stepped it up at the line in mostly conference games when it counted most, and the first of these 2 is good. 6 points now for the freshman. And free throw number 2, good. No, that one looked like it was going down and came out, but she's able to get the ball right back. Tabak to Perez, three-pointer, a little too strong. And the crowd wants to see Perez continue to hit those threes. She's had 5 of them. Sneed off the glass and good. Trinity Sneed now with 10, and all of them in the second half. 7:32 left to play. And traveling violation called against Keena Hieronymus. Jayla Green back onto the court. Vadrine will head off. Szymanski back in for Appalachian, and Buchik will head off. $7:24 left to go. Sneed takes the pass, finds Tabak at the top of the key. Tabak inside, underhand layup, no. Sneed rebound. Perez had the opportunity, but instead dished it off, and Newton all alone from the side. It's good. Melanie Newton with her first three-pointer of the night, 6 total points, and 71 on the board for the Eagles. Jayla Green with the steal and going one-on-one all by herself for the layup, and Jayla Green has 22. I don't always pick the player with the highest point total for player of the game. Another steal by Green, and she's going to take this one all the way.
Jayla Green.
24 points. Right now it looks like it's going to be Selena Perez with her 5 3-pointers. And we'll see if she gets a chance at more as we have a timeout with 6:18 left on the clock. 75, a new season high for the TBC Eagles.
Just a reminder, immediately following this game, it'll be the NIT 3-point shootout and dunk contest.
Eagles Eagles got those 74 points against Johnson University of Florida on December 5th. They won that game 74-48. Just surpassed that here tonight. 6:18 left to go. Warriors will inbound right at midcourt. Szymanski to Boucher. And Audrey Boucher will go to the line for two. Trinity Sneed commits her third foul and first in the fourth quarter. Audrey Boucher has 4 points, chance to tack on. Shock and Poet back onto the court for the Warriors. And the first free throw a little too strong and didn't get the bounce. Free throw number 2 is in and out. Allison Boucher with a nice rebound off the floor. Gives it up to Audrey, who lays this one in. What a nice move by Allison Boucher to get the rebound, and then Audrey Boucher to lay that one in. Under 6 minutes to go, 75-18 the score. Newton takes the pass outside the paint. The reverse layup is good. Melanie Newton with 8 points. Jayla Green with 24, leading everybody on the court. Boucher blocked by Sneed, but gets the ball right back, goes up off the front of the rim. And Newton will give it to Green, and the Eagles will start to work down the clock with the big lead. So Trinity Baptist is going to advance on to play Southeastern Baptist in the title game tomorrow night at 7. Tobic goes up off the rim and rebounded by Audrey Boucher right underneath. And again, the TBC Eagles looking to repeat as the Bible College NIT national champions. And the turnover did not get it across the timeline. Jessica Poor back on the court for the Warriors. .450 left to go. Again, we're going to start up a new feed and bring you the three-point and the slam dunk competitions. Eagles will work down the clock, 4:40 and counting. So we're going to stop this feed. So if you want to watch those competitions, look for the new Live Now button as we switch things over. 8 seconds to shoot. Sneed inside the paint, outside to Tobic. And Sneed picks this one up off the floor and gets the basket. She has 12, 8 of those in the fourth quarter. All 12 points in the second half. Pass to Allison Boucher inside the paint. And a foul will send Poor to the line. Melanie Newton will be charged with her first. Jessica Poor will shoot 2. Jessica Poor has not had a free throw attempt this season. Verdreen and Jones, Moesha Jones in. Michelle Jones and Sneed, and Tobic will head out. Nope, Tobic coming back onto the court. I think she was just getting a little instruction from her coach. 79-18, 4 minutes, 2 seconds left. Poor's first free throw is good. Jessica Poor on the board, and free throw number 2 is in and out. And that one trickles out of bounds. It'll be Eagles basketball. 4 minutes left. Eagles 79-19. Tabak loses control, and it will be won by the Warriors. Buchik picks this one up, and Alicia Jones able to take that one away, and we have a whistle on the other end of the court, an official timeout. Sarah Palelis coming up a little bit slowly, and she says she's all right, wants to stay on the court. Good to see that everything's okay. Sarah Palelis, a senior from Orange City, Florida, the lone senior on the team. Congratulations, Sarah, as you finish up not only your final season, but your academic career at Appalachian Bible College, at least in the undergraduate program. Vadrine off the glass, and good, and 8 points now for Vadrine. 81-19, Eagles lead. Moesha Jones with the steal. Coming up on the 3-minute mark. So we're going to call Perez player of the game. 19 points through the first 3 quarters and has taken most of the fourth quarter off. She'll get some rest as Trinity Baptist is going to be back on the court tomorrow night at 7. And Tabak goes up off the glass. And a rebound by Allison Boucher. She's going 1-on-2, but finds Poor on the baseline. Michelle Jones with the block. They'll get some rest, everybody, because we still have a whole lot more action tomorrow. Trinity Sneed back onto the court. Clock stops only for the substitution. No timeout charged. Jayla Green will head off, and she will take the game-high 24 points with her. .213 left to go. Tabak for 3, and rebound by Sneed, and Trinity Sneed has put together a fantastic fourth quarter. She has scored 10 points in this period and 14 overall, and all of those in the second half. 3-point effort off the rim. Under 2 minutes to go. Michelle Jones directing traffic. Shot clock down to 15. And Sneed will draw the foul. That will be Allison Boucher with her 3rd.
Warrior personal fouls on number 44, Allison Boucher.
Lacey Gilmore makes her way onto the court for Coach Zachary Reinhardt. Kina Hieronymus also onto the court for the final minute and a half. Five to shoot. Sneed gets it off in time, and the short jumper is good. 16 for Trinity Sneed. 85-19 with 1:08 left to go. And this one goes out of bounds and will be Eagles ball. 59.5 seconds left. Jones will walk it across the timeline, direct some traffic once again. Jones thought about taking that shot, give it up to Tabak instead, and she undershoots this one and it goes out of bounds. Appalachian has 34.8 seconds to work with, of course 30 on the shot clock. Boucher brings it up court, finds Poor underneath, and Poor could not convert. And we're under 30 seconds to go, so ignore the shot clock as Michelle Jones walks it past the timeline, and it looks like the Eagles are just going to be content to let the clock run down. We'll see if they take one last shot with 12 seconds left, and I think they're just going to hold on and allow the clock to run out And Trinity Baptist will win the game 85-19. And that buzzer beater does not go. And the final score, Trinity Baptist 85, Appalachian Bible College 19. And David Jones is going to go over tomorrow's schedule while I total up the points.
Toccoa Falls at 1 p.m. tomorrow. That'll be followed by 2
Jayla Green with 24, Trinity Sneed 16, Selena Perez 19, Moesha Jones 5, Melanie Newton 8, Oceana Tobic with 5, and for Appalachian, Allison Bauscher led with 8, Audrey Bauscher 6, Kara Schultz 3, and Nicole Bauchik with 1. So tomorrow it will be Trinity Baptist against Southeastern Baptist for the women's championship. Well, we're going to actually, if they think they're going to start it right away, so you know what? Let's keep it going. And we're just going to hold on right here for the three-point competition.
Players will begin shooting from either corner and move in sequence to the wing, top McGee, opposite wing, and opposite corner. All shots must be released from the college three-point line. Players will accumulate points for each field goal made. The first 3 from each spot is worth 1 point. The made field goal using the fourth ball, and each spot is worth 2 points. Based on the accumulated total point value, the top 6 shooters in the men's field and the top 4 shooters in the women's field, plus ties, will advance to the championship round. In the championship round, the players will shoot in the ascending order of the points accumulated in the qualifying round. The order of players who are tied will be the same as the qualifying round. We will begin the three-point shootout in just a matter of minutes. Following that, the slam dunk contest format. Again, coaches can submit up to 2 names per team. Players will compete in order determined by random draw. They'll have 1 minute to successfully complete 1 dunk. An assistant may be used to pass or hand the ball to the contestants. The 6 head coaches will serve as judges, excluding the contestant's own coach. The remaining 5 will individually score a successful dunk on a scale ranging from 6 to 10, resulting in a total score between 36 and 60. We'll go over these rules once again when the slam dunk contest begins. In the meantime, let's get ready for the three-point shootout. We will begin with the women three-point shooters first. Ladies and